This improv story is based on the idea American trucker becomes priest like the story, and this is redeemed by Chris. Craig was driving down a road, dead long road in America. He was a trucker. He saw somebody dying at the side of the road. Somebody had fucking hit this cunt and just left him to die. He got out. And the guy went like that, I'm dying. But you need to do me a favour. Please don't lose your faith in God. And the guy went like that. Craig, went like that. I've already lost my faith in God. And then the guy went like that. Here, I'm going to use the last bit of my life on you. And the guy who was lying there with half his body missing pulled his pants down and started having a wank, spunked in his horn and shook Craig's horn. That's what he meant by life. The guy then died. And then Craig went, you know what? I'm going to become a priest. But they wouldn't let him in. And he said, I'm going to become a priest in my own church. Because they all started from somewhere. I'm starting my own one. He became a priest of his own church. We're not finished yet. Priest of his own church. And then he started doing sermons and things like that. And, faith healing, that kind of thing. And then he got interviewed. He became one of the biggest ones there was. And he got interviewed. And they said, how did you get into it? And he went like that. If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. And the interviewer said, try me. He said, I killed a guy. I knocked a guy down. That wasn't true. But they went, for you to admit something like that, I think it's actually to hide something that's even bigger. There's a name for that. You admit to a big thing to disguise the bigger thing. That kind of thing. He said, no, it was it. I knocked a guy down and I left him for dead. And then somebody went like that. They could smell it. Because he hadn't washed it the whole time. Because he thought, this is my lucky glove. It's like, everybody thought it was a glove, wasn't it? It was spunk. Because it's sticky, fur on it, hair and dust. It looked like a velvet glove. It was just dirt and fluff, and you put your hands in your pockets, take it out. Lint. Something like that. Stinking. I don't know if you ever wore denims for too long. You wear a pair of denims for 3 days, 4 days, a week, and you go like, what's that smell? And you smell your denims, and it's not like they're humming a fucking genital sweat. They're humming a like cafes and just general fucking shite. That kind of thing. It's just humming. It was like that, but worse. And somebody went, I'm going to take a guess and say that it's partly true. There was somebody who was dead at the side of the road, but that's spunk on your horn, and you've not washed it the way that somebody. I'm never going to. You got a kiss off some celebrity. I'm never washing this side of my face again. That kind of thing. And that's what's happened. And Craig went like that. Do you know what? That's true, and I want to thank you backstage with a special sermon. And the person went backstage, just Craig and them, and he went like that. I want you to go out and say that was just a joke. And he said to him, was I right? And Craig went, you're right. They go out and tell him it was a joke. It's a wee secret, right? It's a wee giggle. And the person was like that. But they already know, I've already said, are you going to tell them it was just a joke? Somebody says improv really is dead. And the guy went like, I'm not doing it, no. And Craig went like, then you've got to die. My guy went like, is that a threat? And Craig went like that, that's a promise. I don't threaten. It's a promise. The guy went like, what's that out there? Craig turned around, the guy ran out the door. Craig chased him. And he didn't know there was cameras. It grabbed him, right? He didn't know there was cameras on him, right? There was a camera. Somebody went, but what's that? He had the mic. Still had the mic on. And Craig was like, I fucking did fucking get that guy. That guy spunked his horn and shook my horn. I get fucking heartened, but nobody will fucking truly find out about it. The guy was like, they have found out about it, aye, but I can say that it was just a joke. And then he killed the guy anyway. It didn't make any sense. And then he walked out, and they were like, "Boo! That's right, like Coco." And they went like that, "Boo!" And then they stopped booing, and Craig went like that. I'm glad this happened. Yes, it's true. Thank you for this humbling thing. And thanks. The end. True story because it happened.